Hello, and welcome to another Origins of Expressions. Today, we'll be going over the phrases the snowball effect, pure as the driven snow, snowball's chance in hell. What do they all have in common? They're all phrases and idioms around snow. So let's go ahead and get right into our video. Snow is the white stuff that falls from the sky in the winter months. Most northern and southern hemisphere parts of the world get some snow. Some places, of course, more than others. Since snow falls for a few months of the year where most of our well-known authors and playwrights lived, it is no surprise that they use snow to express thoughts and ideas through idioms. Let's roll right into our first phrase, the snowball effect. The snowball effect explains a situation that starts small and builds up, increasing in power and momentum as it grows. The snowball effect can explain a situation that is positive or negative. The snowball effect describes what happens when a snowball rolls down a hill. It gets larger and larger with more snow and becomes faster and more powerful as it moves onward. This is a very common cliche in cartoons and modern theatrics. Quite often, it is said as just snowballed. Ooh, that snowballed. Using the word snowballed or snowball effect has been said to be around since the 1600s, where it has explained how a snowball increases in size. One of the earliest records of snowball effect was in 1820 in the publication stating, "A trend that has begun to snowball." This saying is still used the same way today to express a situation is growing. An example sentence is, if the stock keeps declining very rapidly and nothing is done, it will cause a snowball effect to set in. Now that we've unraveled that idiom, let's move on to our next phrase. Pure as the driven snow. Pure as the driven snow means to be morally pure and innocent. The idiom is talking about how snow blows around during a snowstorm and never settles. It is driven snow. Since it is pure and untouched because no one has walked on it, it is called pure snow. So the phrase has been used to compare a pure, good-hearted person to the pureness of driven snow. The phrase as pure as driven snow was first used by William Shakespeare in many of his plays like Hamlet, The Winter's Tale, and Macbeth, the earliest being Hamlet in 1603. It reads, "If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny." We still use the phrase the same way today to express the pureness, freshness, and innocence of someone or something. An example sentence is, "Anna looks as pure as the driven snow in her wedding dress." Well, let's let her finish getting ready for the big day as we move on. Ooh, fun fact. Did you know that snow is a great insulator? Yep, that's right. It's no joke. Get it, snow? Since fresh, compact snow is approximately 90 to 95% trapped air, it is a great insulator. This is the reason why many animals burrow deep into the snow during winter in order to hibernate. It's also the reason that igloos, which only use body heat to warm them, can be 100 degrees warmer inside than outside. With all that insulation property, it also affects sound. Freshly fallen snow absorbs sound waves, giving everything a seemingly hushed, quieter ambiance after a flurry. But if the snow then melts and refreezes, the ice it makes can reflect sound waves, making sound travel further and clearer. Snow is cool. Haha, get it? Okay, let's slide over to our last phrase of the video. Snowball's chance in hell. Snowball's chance in hell means that there's a situation that has very little to no chance of succeeding. It is meant to be humorous when used to explain that's not happening, or you might hear it say, snowball chance in hell. The origin of the phrase a snowball's chance in hell is a take on a modern hell being a fiery, hot place. So, as we all know, ice and snow melt in temperatures that are above freezing. So a snowball has a very little chance in hell before it starts to melt. A snowball's chance in hell dates back to the 1800s. It has been used the same way since the beginning of its use to describe an unlikely outcome. The first written record where it was used was in the Detroit Free Press in 1880, and it reads, Mr. George C. Gorham, ex-Secretary of the Senate, who not long since remarked, with a good deal of vigor, that under Mr. Hayes' administration, a Republican in the South has about as much chance as a snowball in hell, now supports Grant. Today, we still use this idiom the same way to describe a highly unlikely situation with a twist of humor. An example sentence is, there is a snowball's chance in hell that I will win the lottery, but I still buy the ticket. I sure hope they got the lucky lottery ticket this time. Well, that's the information I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about where our idioms and phrases come from. If you did, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. Maybe your subscription to this channel will cause a snowball effect and get more people to subscribe. Why not hit that subscribe button and we can see if it works? Oh yeah, before you go, do you know any idioms or phrases around snow? Maybe you know another idiom or phrase on an entirely different subject. I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below. And if I use a phrase, I'll give you a shout out. Thank you again for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. Until next time, bye.